everyone! Welcome to Creative Writing with Ashleigh. This virtual enrichment is brought to you by Center for Success. In today's video, we're going to be learning how to write our own comic using onomatopoeia. So before we begin, let's learn more about using onomatopoeia. So onomatopoeia is when an author uses a word that sounds like an action or an object they are describing. So an author might use the word buzz to describe a bee, or they might use the word splat to describe the sound of a scoop of ice cream falling on the floor. So onomatopoeia can be words that describe animal sounds, like purr, woof, or moo. They can also be words that describe sounds made by actions, like plop, crash, or pow. Lastly, onomatopoeia can be words that describe sounds made by objects or people. So it could be screech for an object, or gasp or sigh for a person. Now that we know about onomatopoeias, we can start using them in our comics. So before we begin creating our comic, we're going to want to do some brainstorming. The first thing that we're going to want to brainstorm is what our comic is going to be about. But we're going to want to keep in mind that we only have 4 boxes and that our short story has to have a beginning, middle, and end. Then we're going to brainstorm what kind of onomatopoeia words we can add to our story. An easy way that we can add onomatopoeia in our comics is by adding animals, superhero fights, or by having things fall in our comics. So when I did my brainstorming, I decided that in the beginning of my comic, I wanted to have a cat stuck in a tree and a man deciding to save her. In the middle of my story, he was in the process of saving her, and the ladder fell. In the end of my story, the cat jumps down, and the man is stuck in the tree alone. Some onomatopoeia words I thought that I could use while doing this is, for the cat, I could have meow, and I could have purr, and I could have hiss. For when the ladder falls, I could have crash, I could have bam. And here is the kitty that I had put in my little comic book. And there are a lot of other onomatopoeia words that I put in there, and we're going to see that at the end. So once we finish brainstorming our comic, the first thing that we're going to need to do is fold our paper in 4s. We can do this like so. We're going to take the bottom, and we're going to fold it to the top first. Make sure it's nice and even. And then press it down. Awesome. And then we're going to take this side, and we're going to fold it to this one, so that we're making it nice and small. Line it up, and press down. Alright. And then we have 4 boxes to make our comics in. So, once we folded this and everything, we can start drawing our comics in these boxes. And once we have them drawn, we're going to want to go over them with our colors and our ink to make it look really nice. Alright, and here is my finished comic, guys. So, nope. This is the first box, and as you can see, it says, meow, meow, gasp, I'll save you. And he crawls up there, and it says, crash. And then this box, sigh, now we are both stuck. And then, plop. And that's my comic. So as you can see, let's point out the onomatopoeia that I wrote in here. So, meow, meow, that is onomatopoeia. Gasp, that's also onomatopoeia. The crash, that's onomatopoeia, and it's an action one because the ladder fell. This one, it's sigh, and that's onomatopoeia because it's the sound a person makes. And then plop, that's another action one because the cat jumped out of the tree. Alright, and that's my comic. I hope you guys liked it. So again, today we learned how to write our own comic using onomatopoeia. Please comment below with your comic and share your feedback about what you enjoyed and what you would like to see more of. Thank you for sharing your time with Center for Success. We are so grateful for the opportunity to be part of your life and to share this new form of community with you. Bye, and we'll see you next time.